Hard to settle down after seeing all those ruins.
We fought hard to help liberate the people of Dana, but every realm we've been to along the way could have easily turned out like this.
When powerful forces collide, the destruction they leave gets that much worse.
So we've been lucky things haven't turned out worse up until now?
Regardless, I don't want to see this realm get messed up any more than it already is. We have to capture this lord ourselves no matter what.
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow! Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Danans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
What's up, Kisara? You look concerned.
Oh, no, it's just... I'm looking at our finances and they seem to have taken a nosedive. I don't remember us making any big purchases, though.
Ah, that may be because I borrowed a small amount to purchase something the other day.
I don't think you can call spending more than half of our money a small amount.
Half? Dohalim, what the hell did you buy?
As it so happens, I came upon a rather special object that I've long been searching for.
Are you talking about that junk? I mean, that unique-looking trinket you're holding?
Whoa, is that a...
Indeed. It is a lost artifact from ancient Danan times. Most likely, it was used for some sort of rite or ritual. Ever since we Renans conquered Dana, such objects have been disappearing. I simply want to do my part to help preserve both our people's storied histories.
Well, if it's to preserve Danan history, then I guess we can maybe look the other way. Just this once?
I don't know. Why spend money on something that won't even keep us fed?
More to the point, we all contribute to that money. I don't like the thought of anyone dipping into it without saying anything.
You must understand. Had I let that opportunity pass me by, I'd never have come across this item again.
Dohalim, maybe no one taught you that money doesn't grow on trees.
I may have been a lord, but I realize that much.
It's not enough to simply realize it. You have to internalize the concept too. Even after all this time, you still have no real sense of money. Our funds aren't your personal wallet. We camp outside and eat grass for dinner to try and stretch every last gold we have. You never know when we may need it.
I don't think we're so poor that we have to eat grass or anything.
Shut up, Alphen.
Shutting.
Let's just agree to not spend too much or be too thrifty for our own good.
Alphen, your blazing sword draws its power from Shion's Fire Master core, right?
So I'm told.
Then why don't you use yours, Dohalim?
You mean my Earth Master Core, yes?
Yeah, I mean, you still carry it around with you, don't you?
I do. Each Master Core contains the astral energy harvested from Danan's slaves over the course of the last 3 centuries. Though only a select few qualified people, namely the Lords, can wield them, they nevertheless hold too much power to simply abandon.
If only the Lords are supposed to be able to use them, how come Alphen and Shion can use theirs?
That may be because Shion has embedded the Fire Master Core within her body, something which wouldn't have occurred under normal circumstances.
Okay, but why do you still carry yours around?
Just as Danans see Master Cores as symbols of the lives and resources robbed from them, so too do I view mine as a symbol of our lasting sins. The pain and agony wrought upon this world by my predecessors, as well as the injustice enabled by my own inaction, are all housed within my Master Core. It is a testament of all that I have done wrong. It cannot ever be used again, nor fall back into the wrong hands.
Dohalim.
You didn't differentiate between the deaths of Danans and the deaths of Renans.
Danans and Renans both spill blood and languish in agony all the same. I just couldn't bear to hear it any longer. That's all.
Little late for that.
Looks perfect and tastes just as good.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? You worried about what's going on with Menancia?
What makes you think that?
Well, you were speaking to Kisara earlier, weren't you?
It's rude to listen in on others, you know.
Sorry. I didn't hear what you two were actually talking about, though. I just figured it was Menancia since it was the two of you.
I am but a former lord who has abandoned his post. I'm no longer in a position to lead the realm in any capacity whatsoever. Yet Kisara still seeks out my opinions, knowing full well that is the case. This despite the fact I am no longer her master either.
Couldn't it be precisely because you're not her master anymore? It's natural for friends to want to hear each other's opinions.
I hadn't considered that possibility.
It's funny what you miss sometimes.
Hardly uncommon among artistic types such as myself. When lordships are decided based solely on one's astral energy, it can lead to funny results.
But even so, you still took your job as Lord seriously, didn't you?
Certainly. I learned to perform my functions. However, I was less interested in ruling, so much as avoiding life and death decisions. Of course, such a mentality in the end led only to sickening pain and death taking place elsewhere out of sight. I pretended not to see or hear any of it, content to let our supposed peace and equality keep me blind and deaf to reality. I was a fool.
But you're making amends.
I would like to think so. The path ahead is dark, yet I still walk on. I merely pray that I shan't fall down any holes along the way. We'd best get ready for tomorrow. Shall we get moving? Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Lightning condemned!
On your
There!
knees.
One more! Seal!
This one's mine!
Air pressure!
Don't mind if I do!
There! How's this? Mega ray!
It's a duel of the arts!
Glacial spear!
Divine Savior!
Flying freeze! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Rotating pile
Dance in
driver.
the wind! Air thrust!
This one's mine!
Razor cyclone! Searing flame!
Elusive
Reload!
deity! Rotating pile
Searing
driver.
flame! Reload!
On
Turn
your
flame! Leave the enemy's arts to me! This one's mine!
No complaints here! Resonate with the earth!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Lightning! You're going pretty hard in this battle!
I am not usually given to restraint.
Do it! Sometimes I believe you're...
Say! Blow them away!
This is barely target practice.
This place goes pretty deep underground.
It was probably built that way so it could still be used even if the above-ground portion got destroyed.
Perhaps that's why it's still here, and why it was made into her hideout. It would certainly stand to reason.
This place is full of weird machinery, old and new. Just what the hell was she doing here?
By all appearances, the sort of unsavory research she wouldn't want to see divulged.
Even to other Renans? That's a scary thought.
Hi, Hoodle!
Glacial spear!
Here's the evil!
You're mine! I'll find you to dust!
Will this help?
Leave the agile ones to me.
Razor cyclone!
Stalagmite!
A healing circle!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for you, truly!
Be my guest!
Lightning condemned!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Here's a healing arc!
This one's mine!
An astral art?
That's my cue!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks,
Leave the
Kisara!
ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And the pummeling to me! Elusive deity!
Magic
Their arts were interrupted!
Dance in the wind!
Rotating pile
Air thrust!
You're mine!
Dance in the wind! I was overconfident. Air thrust!
Don't leave me all alone
Don't
here.
suffer in silence. From beyond,
Lightning
imbue this
condemned.
vanquished soul with love.
Thunderblade.
Resuscitation.
Time to stop!
Here goes!
Benediction. You attack without mercy.
Because I can't afford to hesitate. You.
Not precisely.
Seal.
A healer you cannot be risked.
That's the wisest thing you've ever said. Dance in the wind!
Damn! You're all here!
Here's the evil!
Everlasting darkness!
Freeze
Take
Lancer!
this!
Thunder touch! Here's the healing arc!
Begin! Elusive deity!
Bullseye!
Rotating pile driver!
Sighted!
Resonate with the
Paddle!
earth!
Glacial fire!
On your
Tiger Blade!
Razor cyclone!
Air pressure!
I'm first aid! Sorry!
That's it!
I'll bring you
Tiger
back.
Blade!
This
From
one's
beyond,
mine!
imbue this vanquished soul with life!
I'll heal you
This
all!
One's mine!
Healing circle! That's
in
gonna
your debt.
smart!
Resonate with the earth!
Going in!
Gemini
Stalagmite.
Bullseye!
On your
Lightning! Here's a healing arc!
air
I don't
Sleep
have
now! Gemini Alpha!
Resonate with the earth!
You get the gist!
Stalagmite.
Divine Savior!
Here, let me help!
Dance in the wind!
To everlasting
Sealed.
darkness!
More
Negative
for the
gate.
stockpile!
This one's mine.
Blah, 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 magic! Sleep
Glacial
now!
Tiger Blade.
Here's the evil!
I'll face you!
Freeze Lancer! All disasters made one!
Here, let me
Come
help.
forth, a healing
your
arc!
knees.
Arch shield! Maelstrom!
Air pressure!
Flame of
Throbs in
fury!
pain.
Burning strike!
Glacial
So that's how a lord fights.
I don't
Here
perform
goes
as well when
lightning
I'm
condemned.
observed.
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear you say that. Raging cascade!
Rotating pile driver!
Seal! In here! Searing flame! Reload! This one coming.
So I still had room to grow. It would appear we can descend down where the railing has fallen apart.
What? Are you serious?
By all appearances, it would seem she was researching something here.
You think so? What kind of research could she have been doing in a place like this?
Your guess is as good as mine. Hardly anything the likes of us could imagine.
If we assume it was because this area is rich in astral energy, then it's possible she could have been doing any number of things.
Indeed. Renan castles and spirit vessels are often found in such locations. Intriguingly, Danon ruins are also known for their abundant energy.
You Renans attacked us. Don't act like you're just some...
Sheesh, enough already. This isn't the place to pick a fight over this.
How can you be so calm listening to all of this? You suffered at the hands of guys like him too.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm calm.
Coming through!
This one's mine! Sleep now! By the
I'll
power of water!
face you.
Lightning! Holy land! Lightning condemned! It's like trying to keep up with the
You'll
world!
find no mercy!
Resonate with the
Let's get you this one's mine!
No armor can stop
Prepare
me.
to be sealed.
Remind me to stay on your good
Actually,
side.
perhaps found is more appropriate.
This one
Let's
keeps
talk any more
taunting us.
doing!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it. I'll leave it to you. Resonate with the earth.
Radiant Thunderblade! I'm out! Lightning condemned! Watch and weep! Thunderblade!
I like my guard down.
Lightning condemned!
Forgive me. This
In
is
here.
my fault.
Illusion magic in here! Glacial spear! Pierce evil!
Resonate with the
Blah
earth.
blah blah magic!
Stalagmite.
Sleep now!
Dare strike me from behind.
Close one! Dance in the wind!
It's on.
Pierce! One more time! Here
Can't get out of this.
Annihilation! Lightning can... Lightning! Downfall! Sleep now! I'm out!
Elusive deity.
Seal!
This one's all mine.
Hear me!
On your
Fury! Glacial spear! Pierce evil! Put the mark!
Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite.
Adversity is said to be the best motivation.
Resonate with the earth! Too much to handle! Where are you going? Close one!
I'm ready.
Right back at ya!
In an instant. Impact block.
Take it!
On your knees.
You're mine!
Air pressure. This one's mine. Resonate with the earth.
Lightning
Stalagmite.
can... I'll
is
end
some
this with my
punishment.
own hands! Lightning condemned! It's over! In here! Radiant pierce! Blah 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 magic! I'm all sleep now! It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! Into the shadows! Magic is there! Divine savior! Dance in the wind! Radiant air thrust! Dance in the wind! Hear me! Air thrust! Burning strike!
It's on!
Sealed! Searing flame!
Sleep now.
More
Glacial
for the
spear.
stockpile!
Pierce evil.
Freeze
I can
Lancer!
carve through armor!
Mail! Radiant light! Let the dance in the wind! Do it! I can't hold on. With this, I can become even stronger.
That's far
Lightning
enough.
condemns!
On your
Sleep
knees.
now.
Searing flame! Reload! I never miss!
Get behind me!
Resonate with
Seal.
I
your...
let my guard down.
I couldn't make it in time.
By the power
Sleep
of
now.
water! Magna Ray! By the power of
Got
water!
flyers!
I've got this! Up and let marksman handle it!
All yours!
Lightning condemns! Reload! Leave the enemy's arcs to me! I'm only getting started!
No complaints here!
Annihilation! Into the shadows!
Armor won't save you!
Blah, blah, blah! Magic! Flame of fury! Burning strike!
Glacial spear. Pierce
Lightning
evil.
condemns! Thunder
This one's all mine!
Whoa! I'll show you just how strong my arcs really are! Lightning condemns! Gravitas Thunder blade! Raging cascade! I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus roar! Lightning! Downfall! Searing flame! Reload! Searing flame! This one's mine! I'm out of ammo! I'm all stuck! I never miss! I can't heal you forever!
Burn in hell!
Lightning condemned! What the? In here!
Sleep now.
Shattering up pieces! Attack time!
Here goes! Lightning condemns! In here! You get the gist. Holy Lance! Dance in the...
This one's all mine!
Take care of... Hoodle. Was I in over my head?
The design of this equipment is really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphen.
We finally made it.
There are still so many creatures we don't know about.
Have you been writing stuff down about what we fight?
Yep. It's actually pretty fun to observe them from afar.
Hey, Rinwell. What was that whole legend you were talking about earlier, back when we were by the gate?
Huh? Oh, you mean about the Darkwings? It's an old story about a Danon hero that's been passed down for generations.
Like I said, I sure haven't heard it before.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, long ago, there was an evil king who tried to bring all of Dana to ruin. However, A pure black owl heard the pleas of the people and decided to help. It chose a young hero and bestowed upon them a holy flame that was capable of vanquishing the king. The story goes that the young hero challenged the king and defeated them with the flame. Seeing Dana had been saved, the people flew the crest of the Darkwings as thanks to the owl for its help. From what I understand, it used to be a really well-known story before the Renans came.
I guess our people must have forgotten it over time. It's lucky for us you still know it. You sure are well-versed in these sorts of things, Rinwell.
You know, the part where the hero defeats the king with a flame reminds me a little of Alphen.
Come on, it's just a story. Besides, if we're talking about an owl helping anyone, Hoodle would definitely choose Rinwell.
Sure, I might have helped take out our own kind of evil king with the others, but I'm definitely no hero. That and Hoodle's wings aren't even black. Huh.
Mind if I join you, Law?
I'll take guard duty tonight. It's fine. You guys ready to hit the road? I know I am.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Further! Take it! In here!
On your
Annihilation! Radiant here!
Here,
Let me help! Their hide is thick as armor!
with the earth,
Stalagmite!
Now where was I?
Divine savior!
I'll stop
No
its charge!
Thanks, Kisara! Sleep now! In here! Saving!
Shattering of pieces!
Attack!
Far enough! This one's mine! I never miss! Maelstrom!
Blind you with a dust!
Here's a healing art! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Negative
Hear me!
Take
Dance in the
this!
wind! Burning strike! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! This one's mine!
Elusive
Radiant
Deity!
tunnel!
Rotating pile
Will this help? Flaming meteor! Healing
with the
circle!
earth.
Crescent moon!
On your way!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Magna ray! Here
I'll
goes!
grind you with the dust.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Lightning!
Piercing
Down!
roar!
I'll grind you with
Magna
the
ray! Ice prison! Well, looky here! Whoa!